Greetings, everybody! T-Prar once again. Well, the time limit I set for the Q&A has expired, and I have got a few comments with questions in them. I wasn't really expecting a flood. Some comments are better than none, right? Well, let's get right to it. This one, I'm not sure if this one actually counts, but I still will address it. Nadia Ambel, and I do apologize if I mispronounced your name, liked the work in progress clips I made for G-Officer Trixie, and asked, could you please do the other songs from West Side Story if you have time, of course? Well, that all depends if I have the motivation or the inspiration to do so. The only other ones I know of mostly by heart are I Feel Pretty and America. I'll think on it, but I can't really make any promises at this point. The Mascot Hero asked, what do you think of Derpy's return, and do you think she'll play a bigger part in this season? Well, those who've seen my commentary of Rainbow Falls should know that my mind was blown when Derpy showed up. I mean, after all this time being a no-show, she's back, and Megan McCarthy says she's here to stay. It won't even matter to me if she still sticks around in a background pony capacity. It's Derpy! We all love her! And Narrator 007, for those of you who do or do not know him, gave me 9 questions to mull over. Well, let's get cracking. Number 1. Which pony do you find most interesting in Season 4 thus far? That's hard to say. Rarity got a spectacular episode a few weeks ago, and Pinky got one this week, though I wouldn't mind seeing more of Coco Pamel or Cheese Sandwich either. No offense, but I think all the weird stuff needs to stop happening to Fluttershy. Flutterhulk and Flutterbat were great, but we gotta draw the line somewhere. Overall, I'd say both Rarity and Pinky have had great times to shine thus far. But we're still barely halfway through the season, so we've still got time to find a new one, if that's possible. Number 2. When did you first get into MLP FIM and how? I can't remember where the series was when I first started getting into it, but it was mid-season 2 when I started watching full episodes. I won't lie, I was disdainful of it at first, wondering why no one would shut up about it. Oddly enough, my first real look into it were a bunch of short clips like from Kairos. The one that stands out most in my mind was Rarity's whining scene from a dog and pony show. Ironic, isn't it? A scene with the pony the male crowd thought they would like the least. Question 3. When you first started watching, which one of the ponies took you the longest to warm up to? I'd probably say both Rarity and Rainbow Dash. Rarity seemed like the girly archetype and the one I liked the least, but over time, I grew to like her as much as the others. As for Rainbow, I didn't like her early jerkishness, especially in Dragonshy. But like Rarity, she's grown on me as time's gone on. 3B. Which one did you like immediately? Hint. Yay! Yeah, Fluttershy won my heart right away. It's impossible to hate her. Though Pinkie Pie is still my top favorite for her Looney Tunes-esque brand of humor. That doesn't mean I like any of the others any less. Number 4. Who are your favorite MLP reviewers and or analyzers? Cobalt Sky, Soundspeed, Awkward Reviewer, Frog Finest, and Narrator 007 are the ones I watch the most. Number 5. Have you ever watched any of the Angry Video Game reviewers, and if so, who was your favorite? I've only ever watched one, the Angry Video Game Nerd, and he's always made me laugh. I've heard others have tried to emulate his style, but they just can't get it right. There are other reviewers that I like that I watch frequently, the Nostalgia Critic, Lankara, and sometimes Spoonie. Number 6. Which movie do you wish you could wipe from your memory so you could go back and experience it again for the first time? Ooh, that's hard to say. Probably the original Star Wars trilogy. Even if I wasn't born yet when it first aired in theaters, I would have loved to be there with everyone else when Darth Vader says those 4 words. Number 7. Which major sport do you think each of the main 6 would be best at? In RD's case, just which one she would enjoy the most. That's a toughie. Especially depending on what one considers a major sport. I see Rarity as the tennis type, Pinky as a billiard player or bowler, Fluttershy as a swimmer, Twilight as a golfer, and Rainbow as either a soccer or baseball player. Number 8. Which pony would you want to sit down and have an interview with? Well, it depends. For a historical or research-based interview, either Twilight, Granny Smith, or Princess Celestia, since they know the most about Equestria. For funsies, probably Pinky. And number 9. Which voice actor / actress from the show would you most want to hang out with for a day? I know one-time guest stars probably don't count. Well, Tara Strong has done a lot of work, especially from shows I've enjoyed, so she seems like she'd be a lot of fun to hang out with. In all honesty, every single voice chosen for the show is perfectly picked. It's one of the reasons I love it. You can just sense the energy they put into it, how much they enjoy doing it. But I digress. Thank you all for your questions, and I'll see you next time. Later.